How's it going, everybody? My name's Anthony Ivany. I'm an attorney. I'm a football coach. And most important, I'm a New Yorker. Most importantly, I'm a football coach. I have my slideshow coming up right about now. All right. This is all about QB drills. Does everybody see this? Can I just get a quick thumbs up? We can all see this. All right, cool. So yeah, quarterback drills, and that's my on Twitter. I'll be showing that again at the end. Please give me a follow. I'm very reachable. There's plenty of, I'm always down to talk ball. So again, as I said, a little bit about me. Uh, you know, as you can tell by my accent, from the city of New York. As you can see by this picture here. I was running late from a conference one day, and man, you got to do what you got to do. And football, Coach Chuck hit it on the head. I carry a lot of what I learned in football throughout life. It carried me through my professional career, and I love giving back. A little bit about me again. A few philosophy slides. I promise I'll jump right into the drills. Going into my 11th year coaching. I started at St. Joseph by the Sea. That's where I played. We made a run at the 2019 AA2 championship. Jumped. Our head coach left for bigger and better things. So, I went over to the rival school, more Catholic, where I coach QBs and I'm a film analyst. We made a bunch of championship appearances, went undefeated during our crazy COVID season. And like Coach said before about youth football, my time allots for it. I'm a head coach down at we call it the Boys League. It's at the 14U High School Developmental League. A little bit about New York City football. I'm big on this. Many of you probably aren't familiar with the layout of the U.S. Football culture, but New York City, we've been playing it since the early 1900s, but it's honestly a subculture here. And, when I talk to people from overseas, we're a lot closer to you than we are to Texas. And that's not just geographically. It's a subculture here. Due to the population density, we got, kids. It's a tough place to live. It's not an easy place to grow up, but also, there's not that, we don't shut down for the Friday night lights. It's a weird thing here where we don't have the support. A lot of non-teacher coaches. The coaching positions do not come with a full-time teaching gig. That's not how it works here. Unlike out of state. I growing up and coaching guys. We got off-duty cops, firemen, business owners, lawyers. It's guys who love the game, have an attachment to a program, and we just love football. And we want to pass it down to the next generation, and that's why my last point here: creativity. Necessity brings creativity amongst us, and it's we got to be very creative up here. And as you can see, that is Yankee Stadium where the New York Yankees play. I know there's a football thing, maybe but that is Cardinal Hayes High School. They won the state championship. They literally practice in a park in front of Yankee Stadium. That is literally, and they even play their games there sometimes. So we got to get creative here in New York. Talent versus skill. I'm big on this, and this will bleed into all the drills. Talent's something you're born with. It's a genetic limit. I can't teach you how to have a 40-inch vertical. It's a skill to improve it, but you're born with that genetic limit. I can't teach you how to have a 4.2 40. At one point, your body can only go so far. As far as science has proven so far. Talent also, that includes the size and strength. I can't teach you how to be 6'6". I can't teach you how to have, 250 pounds of muscle and body fat. But what I can teach you is a skill. I can help you improve your speed. I can help you improve your technique. That's where I believe in drills make skills. All my drills here with quarterbacks, you don't get anything from this PowerPoint. It's that the feet will tell your brain what to do. This is all stolen from Dub Maddox of R4, but simplified. This next slide here, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. It's very true. This season, last season, we had a D1 quarterback. He left for, college. We had a senior. He broke his clavicle the third week of the season. And we had to start a freshman. But with what I'm going to show you, this really helped our season this year as we made a run at the championship with a freshman quarterback. And, so the feet tell the brain what to do. Again, street football, it's my version of R4 simplified. All great coaches steal, and then get creative and make it their own way. I dumbed it down to you have 2.2 seconds to catch the snap, get in position, make your reads, and either deliver the football or run with it or do what you have to do, which we'll get to. And that's the equivalent to 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, ball. Growing up in the States, many of us remember playing street football. At least here in New York, we're playing on the cement, so you can't tackle each other. So we'd have one kid stand in front of the QB and he'd say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, or 1,000, 2 1,000. Then he'd go rush the quarterback to tag him. That's what we implemented this year, and it was a big help for us. And the way we're going to compartmentalize this is 1 Mississippi. That's about as much time as you have to catch the snap, set your feet, hit your first rhythm throw. Yeah, it says rhythm throw. 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, ball. That's all you get to catch the snap, take your steps. Oh my God, the first one is in there. I'm going to hitch into the pocket, find the next ball, deliver. And then ball. Eventually you have to release the football. R4 is rhythm, read, rush, release. We cut it down to 3 because that was what's best for our kids. And release doesn't just mean throwing the football. It can mean rolling out, it can mean running with the football. It can mean throwing it out of bounds. All right, teaching the rhythm throw. And here's the good stuff with the drills. As you can see here, I got my drill drawn up here. This is my little key here on drop back passing footwork is what I believe in. Not everyone believes in it. You know, people have their different beliefs on quarterback drills. I'm a firm believer in the punch step. I'm going to show it to you later. It's where you take a step with your off foot, step back, and that sets up the rest of your drop. And my little key is anything under 5 yards is a punch 1 throw. Anything greater than 5 yards is a punch 3 throw. So talking quick game is punch 1, drop back past 5 yards, corners, posts, double moves. That's a punch 3. And the way I set it up, and I'm going to have every drill compartmentalized. It's you have an indie period for all of us that have that ability, and those of us who may be coaching in a situation where you don't have time to only work with the QBs. So you have an indie period. What I do is every day I line them up after we do our warm-up throws. And, you know, I sound like a yoga instructor, to be honest, because it's like, hey, guys, we're going to work on punch 1. On your own go, snap the football, you know, punch 1, ball. And I'm saying, envision in your brain, man, think of your hitches. Think of your stick route. Think of your slants. You know, think about the speed out. You know, I want them to envision that in their brain, and we run through all 4 of these. And I'll say, all right, punch 1 with a hitch. Pick any spot on the field beside your partner. Hey, punch 1. You're looking at that other route. Oh, it's not open. You're going to hitch because the feet tell the brain what to do into your second throw. And then we do that with the punch 3, where I simulate the snap, punch 1, 3 steps, looking at our target, ain't there, you know. We just go with that. Now, if you don't have the time to have an indie period, where I've been in situations where I don't, you just incorporate this into your routes on air, or as I have drawn up here, your pat and go drill. Pat and go drill. You know, quarterback's going to take his steps, and I'm going to be right behind him. We do this in warm-ups, do this pregame. I'm hammering right behind him. Punch 1, ball. So say, you know, we're going to start with hitches. Everyone's going to run their hitch and go to the other line. So I'll be standing behind him every single time robotically. Punch 1, ball, you know. Then we work, you know, then work slants. Punch 1, ball, and I'll be giving rapid feedback. Right? I'm a big believer in creating your own language to have that rapid feedback. So, you know, punch 1, ball. Say he didn't take the right footwork, but like, hey, take a better punch step. Take your punch step. You know, it's repetition, man, and it's, you know, it gets through osmosis. Let's see some rhythm throws in a game. This is against Xavier High School. They've been playing football since it was invented, just about. They run the single wing offense. They're a good program. Here's us. We have a hitch called here. You're going to watch. I'll play this a few times. Quick here. This was his first game starting. Punch 1, ball. All right. You see it in the game. I'm going to play it one more time, a little slower. As you can see, that's the punch step. What this does is times it up where if we were under center, he could take a 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3, ball. We can't do that out of the gun. The ball could be a little erratic. This punch step, it delays the quarterback a hair. This way, you're going to see it right here. This is where the magic happens. Boom. That back foot hits the ground. This ball breaks. It times up. It's perfect as we can get it. And, yeah. That's punch 1, ball. And, you know, we got some athletes out here, and they can make things happen. All right? Now, let's see it in the drop back game. My next one. All right, this is going to be punch 3 footwork. I was against Chaminade High School out in Long Island. If Coach Mike's here, he might be coaching a few of their kids. We have a corner route called here, and you're going to see the QBs take his punch step, take his 3-step drop, and you'll see that rhythm throw. Boom, right in the bucket. And that's something we worked, and that takes timing. This is not something that takes arm strength. Is a little bit more talent-based, but the timing of the throw is skill-based. And that's through drills. So you see punch 3, ball, he added a little hitch because it was outside of his range. That's okay. That's your first read hitting. All right. But we don't live in a perfect world. We're not always going to have our first read there. We got to teach the read throw. Right. So I call the target practice drill. And if you have the gallery open, you might not be able to see. You might have to move the gallery on my screen. That's what it looks like. Target practice. And this can be done with players. Excuse me there. Players, coaches, dads, whoever you have standing around. You set up your read. So this would be a smash play. So this would be where the corner hits. This is where that 5-yard hitch is. Got somebody snapping it to the QB, and then the coach right there. And I'll say, hey, we got smash call. Let's line up where all those targets are. And we're gonna put a conflict defender there. And I'll be yelling, and it's robotic. I'm saying, hey, punch 3 at the corner, hitch into the hitch. And I'll be saying 1 Mississippi ball. If the corner's open, or 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi ball. The X is open. And we rep this a ton. Not all the time do I have the luxury to stand here and be coach. Sometimes I'm yelling it as the conflict defender. Sometimes I'm snapping it and yelling it from there. But yeah, that's target practice. If you have some time to do it, it's great. If not, I get it, and I get it done in team as well, where the OC will be over here calling the play, or you're the OC, you call the play. Right, here's that smash route again, a corner with a hitch, and I can create that same drill within team. And I'm standing behind the QB and I'm saying, hey, Joey, punch 3 at the corner, hitch into the hitch every single time. And he snaps the ball, and I'm giving him that internal clock. 1 Mississippi. Then he catches the snap, punch 3. He's looking at that corner, nice and easy. Either the ball's coming out, or 2 Mississippi. Boom, goes to the hitch. And then we'll get to ball in a second, but ball means the ball should be thrown, because we got to get a guy open. Otherwise, I'll get to what happens when it's not there. So let's take a look at what a read throw looks like in a game. This is playoffs against St. Francis Prep. Believe it or not, this is actually where Vince Lombardi went to high school and coached. A guy who coached, I believe, with him. They used to have a 102-year-old head coach back in the day. Sadly, he passed away. But yeah, this is Vince Lombardi's alma mater of the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And so we were supposed to have a 3-man snag called here. There was supposed to be a corner. The read was supposed to be a corner to a post. We screwed up. We ran the wrong route here. He thought he had the post. But the whole point here is there's going to be a read throw. He's going to take his punch 3. He's going to get his eyes to this part of the field, and he's going to hitch into a post. And let's see what happens here. Punch 3, corner isn't there. Hitches right into the post. And we worked that all week this week. We knew we could influence that safety. A lot of this is lost on football minds, the look off. This is where the look off comes from, because you're trying to influence this safety to cover the corner, or in this case, the kid just ran the wrong route, but we got him to slow his feet up to get us one-on-one on the post. Right, so that's what a read throw looks like. Right. Now, when things go wrong, and for those that are NFL fans, I'm a diehard Giants fan. I'm trying to break into Giants Twitter. You didn't see me tweet about this. The Daniel Jones drill, right? Earlier this year, they were playing the Seattle Seahawks, and this happened, right? I'm just going to play it. And no offense to Daniel Jones. He makes $40 million a year playing quarterback. He probably knows more than me. However, eventually your read isn't there. You got to have a plan for when the play breaks down. This is where we created the Daniel Jones drill from this one play. As you can see, wasn't there, right? From there, I teach my quarterback to escape the pocket. From here, he has 3 options. He could throw the ball to his open defender, open receiver. The defender takes that away. He can run it. If he feels the rush, he could simply just launch it out of bounds. What I wanted to avoid for my quarterbacks, I did not want them to be in a situation where they don't know what to do and they step out of bounds and take a sack. That's not an option on the table. So how do we drill it? And again, this is a skill thing. This is not a talent thing. The Daniel Jones drill. Remove the panic when the play breaks down. You got somebody snapping it to the queue. You got a rusher, defender, receiver. And again, we're still repping our drop back footwork. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, then I yell escape at the top of my lungs. And I'm going to tell them, hey, pick some point over here on that side of the field away from the drill where you're going to take your drop. Not there, it's not there. All right, now we're going to escape. The rusher is either going to go at the quarterback's upfield shoulder, or he's going to go at his outside of him, the quarterback either has to step up into the pocket and escape or spin off the contact and keep going. All right. And then we have a defender. And again, I didn't always have the luxury of being here. I could play any of these positions. Well, X maybe not. I'd rather be a little bit closer, but I could play any of these positions and yell out my cues. All right. So now he escapes the pocket. There's three choices. And I usually, to start out, I took away the keep options. I wanted to get used to throwing out of bounds because kids, honestly, it's a practice skill to be able to say, all right, it's dead. Let me throw it out of bounds and live another day. First step is ball. Get the ball out to the X. Right? Second step is keep, if I'm allowing him to do it that day. With three is throw it away. Throw it away, live another day. Hey, man, 0 yards. It's 0 yards. The sticks stayed exactly where they were. We didn't run out of bounds and take a sack when we could have just flipped it out of bounds. Right? Let's see it in the game. These are high school kids, man. Here we go. This is against that Xavier High School. This is a playoff game. Excuse me. Let's see what happens here. Tight end's covered. Doesn't like it. Simple. Three options. Could throw it to my guy. He was not. Our X receiver was not open. Defender, he didn't like it. Defender took it away. Nope. Can't throw it. Can't run it. As the rush came, you just throw it away to the sideline, live another day. Right? And it's not always a throwaway. Sometimes it's not. Now, let me just see. I might get jammed up. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, sometimes the throw is there. And we got a little crap ball that ain't there. Boom. Just natural. It just comes from repetition, fellas. It's all repetitions of, plays dead. We roll out. Boom. There's my guy. No hesitation. Let's get it to him. All right. And that's it, man. Rhythm, read, release. I have a bonus target practice 2.0. Towards the playoffs, we have a JV program, and they were out of the playoffs at that point, and we brought up a bunch of kids. They were nice kids, they were great kids, but they had no way of getting into the game, just how it was. And got to Indy period, and basically I volunteered to babysit them. I go, send them all my way. I got a drill for them. I call it target practice 2.0, where we'll set up, and luckily our JV kids were wearing other jerseys than us, so it was easier to distinguish them from the varsity kids. We set up 5 offensive players, 4 defensive players. I said, guys, let's go have fun. Play any position. You could be a DN and drop back into coverage. You could be a safety and blitz. Cover the 4 out of these 5 guys and make my quarterback work. And I said, all right, quarterback, start from either side. I'd probably start them on the right in this picture, standing behind them. Again, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, ball. That ball is not out. I was going to yell escape. We'd get a 2 for 1. So he'd be progressing through these 3. And then he'd hit one of these guys on the escape route, escape throw. Right? And let's see it in a game. And it worked, man. It was crazy, but it worked. Here we go. Got a little route, crossing routes called here. It's not there. It's not there. Boom. That was all the time. That was the target practice drill. I'm going to run it again for you. It was against a rival school. Again, punch 3. It isn't there. Hitched up to it isn't there. We just found that backside target, man. So anyways, that should be it for me. In closing, again, Coach Ivany, I'll be here sticking around. That's my Twitter handle. Please, by all means, follow me, and I'm always ready to talk ball. I'm always available. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys that share the knowledge, and Coach Rick for let me on, man. I'll be around for questions. I believe I'm passing it over. I believe we're taking questions at the end. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, guys, it's been great. I appreciate it. Hope I didn't go too long.